that money had just stayed in index funds, if I hadn't invested in all these stupid individual stocks, I would be at least $20,000 richer today. So that mistake cost me almost the price of a Honda Civic. The silver lining here is that I'm glad that I learned this relatively young. Here's what I actually buy now. ETFs, index fund. ETFs trade just like stocks, so you can have fractional shares. $50 is definitely enough to start investing. My current stack, my go-to is VOO, VTI, like I mentioned before, and instead of QQQ, I now invest in QQQM, which is effectively the same index fund that tracks the NASDAQ as QQQ is. It just has a lower expense ratio, lower fees, and tends to do better over time just because you're not paying as much in fees. Since then, I've also scaled back the QQQ style tech concentration, since about 40% of the S&P 500 is already tech right now. And I've also started to add international index exposures via a Schwab mutual fund. And that mutual fund, pretty much like an index fund, has a very low fee, pretty much invested just to track an international basket of stocks. The key stat here is that VTI has averaged 6.5 to 7.5% annually since inception, which is the number behind that $1.4 million math